right, we'll blast them right back to Sweden. A 1 and a 2 and a 3.
Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Listen, guess what today is?
It's Friday.
Yeah.
What is up? What up?
Shout out to Sniper in the chat. It's Friday. What up, Sniper WBO?
What up,
Sniper?
Sniper? What up? How are you, buddy?
As always, it's Friday.
On a Thursday.
On a Wednesday.
On a Monday. And as always, I am the great Malcolm Alexander Carter, and I am joined by...
The Punisher, John Lorena, right here.
And the producer, Gnarly Marv.
Yep. I was just about to hit you with it. See, you thought I was going to mess up this week.
I just figured I'd take the responsibility out of your hands. You know.
Just have no faith in me, do you? No faith
you know, I got to play my part too, you know.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Quarantine. Oh.
It wasn't even me this time.
I know. Marv, what are you doing? What you know? We don't.
It's on the chat.
It's on the chat.
It's on the chat. Sniper put it.
Who put it on the chat?
Sniper.
Sniper.
I
told
you,
dude.
comment.
I'm not the only one with this.
He snapped you with a comment, huh?
What?
Damn, that's a good one. You had to hand him that one.
I give him. It's really good. How's you guys' week's been going?
Great. Busy.
What you been up to?
Remodeling my basement.
What do you mean remodeling your basement? Just moving stuff around?
Yes. Cleaning. Well, spring cleaning mostly. So.
I don't know how you spring clean. I spring clean like
throwing out garbage. That's how. Throwing out garbage.
What about you, Marv? What you been up to?
I've been watching Community nonstop on Netflix.
Don't get me started.
Community.
I just can't watch that show without seeing Malcolm playing the role of what's his face, Childish Gambino.
Donald Glover.
Yeah, and I usually fall asleep watching it, and every time I wake up from the nap and it's still playing,
you see his face.
No, there's like a different cast member that somebody got replaced. Like, do they replace the cast members like every season or something?
No, they kept them the same, and then around like season 4 or 5. Oh wait, how many? It's 6 seasons. Around one of those seasons, they just changed the whole cast up.
Yeah, every time I wake up from a nap, it seems like they lost a new member and gained a new one. The guy from Breaking Bad was there. I was like, what the hell's going on in this show? And then he was
The show's all over the place.
I fell asleep again, and he was gone by the end of it.
It's a good show.
Yeah, I'm liking it. It sucks to watch it so rapidly and so fast like that because I didn't get to see it when it was like really, really good, and now I'm seeing it in pieces, and I'm seeing like the good parts mixed with the bad parts two back to back. So it's hurting my impression of it, but it's all right.
I binge watched it in like 2 nights. No, 4 nights. 4 nights. Because I had to sleep. And I love the show now. Like, I wish there wasn't 6 seasons in the movie. So like I'm
I like that. Well, I also been streaming Final Fantasy VII on Twitch.
Really now? That's great.
I was gonna ask you about Final Fantasy VII. How is it?
I'm liking it so far. I'm really digging it. I'm probably like 10 hours in. The thing that this game has that I guess the Final Fantasy series lost over time was like the heartfelt moments, like the human moments in the game that the original one had, and then as time went on, I guess that stuff started getting left out of Final Fantasy as a series as a whole. And this game kind of brings it back, and it really does like tug on your heartstrings if you played the original. It really does like play to your nostalgia. And
does the question, does it look like a cinematic movie? Like the cutscenes?
Well, it depends what you mean by cinematic. It's a CGI game. It looks like a CGI movie, I guess you can say.
Yeah, that's what I meant to ask. Really? Oh my god, I gotta see gameplay of this.
Like
Yeah.
Advent Children or something like
At
that,
this
right?
point, it probably looks better than Advent Children. You know.
I mean,
Yeah.
did you see Kingdom Hearts 3 stuff? That was its own movie. That was its own little movie.
I'm not-
Pretty much.
I'm good on
Pretty
Kingdom
much.
Hearts. I'm good. I'll be all right.
All right, let's jump into the first topic, guys.
Let's go.
A great slam and then some. It's on.
So, Saved by the Bell is back for those Saved by the Bell fans.
Yep.
They dropped the trailer.
I don't know if we could play the trailer, bro. I don't want to risk.
I don't want to risk it either.
Yeah, so I
Let's
wouldn't
not.
risk it. But I do have
But-
the article if you want me to read the details about it.
Yeah, sure.
Ooh.
Yeah, I kept the article open up here just so we can come back to it. So I'm quoting People magazine right now. It said Bayside High is back in season. On Wednesday, NBC Universal's upcoming streaming service Peacock released the first trailer for Saved by the Bell reboot. Shared exclusively with People, the first footage we see is Mario Lopez and Elizabeth Berkley, who is Slater and Jesse, reprising their roles. And remember how fun high school used to be, said Slayer. Can you believe it was 30 years ago, said Jesse. So kind of generic statements if you ask me what they had him say in this trailer.
Right.
Then they show clips of Zach's kids and some other kids, I guess, that are going to be playing in the show. Zach is actually going to be the mayor of, the governor of California.
Yep.
Wait, hold up. Wait, what now?
Zach Morris.
Zach is actually going to be the mayor of California. I don't know if he's going to be in the
Governor.
show. The governor of California. I don't know if he's going to be in the show, but his kid is going to be a prominent character. And the whole premise for the show is that
Naturally, yes.
Zach messed up the economy in California because he was scheming or whatever. So they had to send all the kids to the best school in California, which is Bayside High. And I guess this ties into what you wanted to talk about with this.
Looks like old
All I
habits
can
die
think about-
hard.
Once you said that line that he messed up California, Zach Morris is trash.
Word. But I think I don't know about you guys, but I think Mario Lopez, I think he's charming and handsome enough that he might be able to carry this whole show on his back.
Look, if that man can definitely carry this show on his back, because immediately the scene when he's just with the two kids in the room
Yeah.
in his office, he
Yeah.
killed.
Yeah.
And he's reminiscing the times.
He's not afraid to get goofy, and he's not and he looks like he's having fun. Like he looks like he could carry the show. Jessie, though, I look at her like I don't know about her.
Yeah, right. She kind of seems like she's gonna be there every once in a while.
Yeah.
Then again,
Maybe.
we don't know because Mario Lopez is way more known out here because he kept going.
Yeah. I don't know. I just know that she did some other movies and she didn't do too good. So her acting is kind of sketchy and
I'm so excited.
yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
And I just can't
I don't know
hide
how I
it.
feel about her as an actress or actor, or whatever. But let's see what happens, man.
Yeah, Mario Lopez is really like one of those. He's like Wilmer Valderrama. He's one of those dudes who like he just gets into the role and he plays it well enough and he jumps into it.
Yeah,
Like he ain't
facts.
have to jump back into Slater. Is it Slater?
Yeah,
Is it
Slater? Yeah, Slater.
He ain't have to jump back into Slater because let's be real, that's a really weird role
Yeah, facts. He
to jump back into.
He just looks like he's having fun, man. So Juan Acosta in the chat says, they did just. Wait, what is he writing? So they just did my man Screech dirty, huh? Oh, he's talking about Screech's character.
Okay.
Where is Screech?
Okay.
I
There's two
noticed
characters
that.
you probably won't see in the show,
Juan Acosta
and that's
in the
Lisa
chat says,
and Screech, because Screech is still in jail, and I know they don't want. and-
Screech's actor's in jail?
Yeah, remember he committed some crime like years ago.
Oh no, I didn't know. I knew he wrote a book like making all the other cast members look bad.
And then Is it Lisa? It's Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa Turtle, who was the
Yeah,
hottest one of the
Lisa.
group to me. But
Yeah, she was pretty, but she kind of had a little mental breakdown too. So if she
Yeah.
gets on the show, that'd be pretty impressive. I'd be shocked if she gets on the show. Everybody else, you already know they're signed up. We're gonna see the principal.
No, I think
Probably.
I think he passed away a couple years ago.
Oh, what?
I might be wrong. Don't quote me. I think he passed away. Juan said I thought he was out. I don't know if Screech, even if he wasn't locked up, I don't think they would want him back because of that book.
I don't know.
After everything that went down with that, plus the movie, remember this behind the scenes Saved by the Bell movie?
I don't think he wants to be. And if you kind of think about it, what he was saying in that book, like that they were all like fucking on the side, and if you really think about it, that probably happens in every show and every production in Hollywood. It ain't a crazy thing to think that these people that work together could become attractive to each other and have relationships.
I mean, it's inevitable, especially when your characters are written to fall for each other.
Yeah.
Like, you might fall for that person. It happened. What's his name? Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. Yeah, that happened with those two. They were on set.
So I don't know why Screech was trying to make a big deal out of it. Is what I'm saying.
He don't got to make a big deal. He should have known from the rip he was not getting a call.
Well,
but you know what? The fan base sometimes can hit people with that. Yo, we want Screech.
Exactly.
They could bring a Screech type character back because it looks like the younger students are gonna be like mirrors of the old cast.
Probably.
Like you saw the girl do the timeout thing.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably gonna be like Lisa's daughter or something like that. And then we know Zach's kids are there.
Yep.
Definitely knows because there's Zach Morris is trash.
Imagine we get to see Jesse like doing drugs again or something.
Oh damn! This generation wants to see what our generation was like.
She tries Molly this time.
I really want to know the Zach Morris story now. Now I'm like all invested in how did he get to be governor?
He schemed it. He schemed
it. He schemed his way.
This man is the best schemer on the planet. Yet, so he got into politics by scheming. How?
Well, if you think about it, when you watch Zach Morris' trash on YouTube, all his schemes are so like deceitful. Like, what else could he be in life but a politician? Like, just scheming on people. We got Yankee in the chat saying KLK Manning. I don't know what language that is, but shout out to him. It's probably one of your boys. I probably don't know his name.
That's one of my boys. Let's go, Jay.
Yo, Malcolm, change the video so it's not just share with friends and put it on public. That's why you're not seeing. That's why you're not seeing the Facebook chat over here on our screen.
It should be public. It should be public.
No, I'm looking at it right now. It says only share with your friends.
What?
Yeah, change it to public, and then you'll see the Facebook chat over here.
Oh, okay. I see where.
Yeah, you can see all of it though.
You can see post. Like, how do you fix this? But yeah, I'll figure out how to fix it. But yeah, all in all, I'll give it 3 good episodes, and if it doesn't have me hooked by the 3rd one, I'm gonna cut it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I slept on Karate Kid that same way. I was like, I don't know. They're all old, and the show. I don't know if they could bring it back like that. But then I saw Karate Kid. I'm not Karate Kid. Cobra Kai. Oh, you fixed it. I saw Cobra Kai, and I really loved it. So the only bad thing about this Saved by the Bell Jazz is that it's on what is it? What streaming service is that?
NBC.
Which is the NBC one.
That's a nail in the coffin. That's already that's dead.
They're gonna call if it does, somebody's gonna pick it up depending on how good it is.
I don't know, dude.
It's gonna be one of those we'll just sleep through that whole thing.
Maybe. Like I said, I think Mario Lopez could carry it. And maybe we'll get to see Jesse do drugs again. I think that's the only real benefit to this.
Everyone wants to see that again. Everyone wants to relive that.
She got to try Molly now, or something.
The new drugs of the 20s.
Yeah, the 20s, not the 20s, the 2020s.
Yeah, the 2000s, let's say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna say. I'm gonna give it 3 episodes. After that, I'm like, nope. I don't know.
Well, if they really wanted to modernize it, they need to not just try to redo what was done already, because that's kind of what Boy Meets World did when it came back. And
What Girls Meets World?
yeah, they just
Yeah,
made little
Girl Meets
kid
World,
versions
yeah.
of the old characters.
I'd have to kind of fight you on that because Girl Meets World. Don't judge me, people.
About
Let's
to
see.
get
But
judged.
I watched a lot of it. Every time they brought in like the guest star, it was like the old show, kind of. I'm not gonna say fully, kind of, but in that way, like it's from a new perspective.
Oh, I don't
From
know.
the
A lot of people would
side.
disagree.
You know what show? What almost like that is like is like a bit different than what you were just saying. Raven's Home.
Wait,
Yeah, Raven's Home
came out already?
One that.
That
Yeah,
thing came out.
Yo, is Orlando Bloom on it?
No, he's not. He's 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 in his own world right now.
Damn.
He's in his own world right now.
That's my dude.
damn it, Reagan, why didn't you let me out? I wanted
Damn it,
to-
Eddie.
Oh,
Damn it, Eddie.
That's my dude. Damn, Orlando. But
Yep.
yeah, I think if
We
Saved by the
discussed
Bell wants to
him
survive,
last time.
they got to make their own identity, not just lean on nostalgia too much.
If anything, they should do it like they should do it tastefully, like they did with Girl Meets World. It was like only two people we really care about was Corey and Topanga. And we was like, this is pretty good. So they made them the main focus family, so we got to see them all the time.
And
And everybody else came through.
and Sean wasn't important in this matter.
Look, man, when you do a cameo, you gotta make sure it's worth the time and it has to make sense. You can't just throw somebody in there.
You're right.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with it. That's why I don't even know if they're gonna show Zach. They're just gonna mention him, I bet, a bunch of times. Maybe end of season he'll show up.
Probably on cameos, like on television.
You know how they
Oh,
should
like
really
Captain
honestly
America
do
and
it? They should
Spider-Man?
really just make fun of itself, make fun of the show because it was in the 80s and Zach Morris is trash is the thing. Look it up on YouTube, y'all.
It's a real
Morris is
thing.
trash.
You know what? It would be dope if they do the whole, they go that route and they make Zach acknowledge like, bro, you're a horrible human being, and then no, hear me
They
out,
should.
because in the Karate Kid show they actually played it
They
off.
pointed out that
That
he
Danny-
cheated. He did an illegal move.
Yeah, that Danny wasn't really the hero he thought he was, or that the movie presented him
Daniel
to be.
San.
Yeah, Daniel San wasn't really the hero. So if they go the route of, hey, when Zach comes back, listen, bro, you were the main character, but you were an asshole. If they go that route, you know, do it tastefully, of course. But
Very, very tastefully.
yeah, because I think that'll work out nice. It'll be saying what we already know, right?
Right.
Zach Morris is true trash.
He's in his,
Morris is
he's
trash.
an embarrassment to the human race.
John, go on YouTube, look up Zach Morris is trash.
I will right after
It's
this.
3 hours of your life.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's
Best
good.
3 hours of my life.
Good.
All right, next topic, guys.
Let's jump in there.
This match will get red hot. You're up.
So, J.J. Abrams apparently comes out of nowhere. We were just chilling. We weren't doing anything. You know, we only had a few topics for this show. And then out of nowhere, J.J. Abrams gonna drop a tweet talking about he's bringing the Dark Justice League to the HBO.
Yep.
That's his style, right? Just pop out of nowhere and bring something back.
This man is like J. Cole dropping an album sometimes. He just do it.
Just
Mad
happens.
random.
Like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm doing Dark Justice League. Like, okay. So, we already know my boy Constantine. They better have Zatanna. I want to see Swamp Thing because they already did a Swamp Thing,
Let's hope.
and it better just be good. That's all I have to do. They did so much justice with Watchmen. I give them 100%. Whatever HBO is about to do with it, I'm giving them. I'm gonna watch it.
Yep.
What about you guys?
I'll watch it. Definitely.
What about you?
I'm of the mind state that I don't really like J.J. Abrams kind of just always being the guy to resurrect things and to bring it back, or because along with Justice League, he's also doing Shining and he's also doing a new original project. And
Which
I'm
we
like,
all. I'll let you finish because I got something for his original project. I got a gripe with that.
I feel like he's too much of the hey, it's a nostalgic property. Let's go get Abrams. He did it with Star Trek. He did it with Star Wars. He's doing it now. Even on South Park, they made fun of him for doing that because they had the whole "Make America Great Again" thing, but they were doing it with J.J. Abrams. He was gonna bring back the nostalgic America. So I'm like, I'm cool with the guy. He's done some cool stuff in his career, but he's kind of just become. Oh wait, that's a nostalgic property. Go get Abrams, and that's what I'm kind of nervous about.
I'm not nervous about it because he does episodics well. What Abrams sucks at, like
Ending.
I can say that he does, is making a good ending. Like this man could start something so good and then just totally demolish it at the end of it. Like we could get 3 good seasons of this Justice League show.
Yeah.
And then when it's like that season finale or something, you're just looking at him like, what the? And then he's got to answer his questions in the next season.
I don't want crazy plot twists either. I don't want it to be a mystery show like Watchmen or like Lost.
We don't want cliffhangers.
Yeah, I don't need the cliffhangers. Just make a good, solid superhero show with a weekly villain or a season-long villain arc. I really don't want to see. Oh my God, what was in that container? Oh, does Zatanna do magic on her or something or whatever? You know.
It's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those we really might have to just wait and watch because I know when we first see that first season or first few episodes are gonna be phenomenal. It's always gonna be that season that close to the season finale we start seeing him just kind of crumble, and the story doesn't make sense. But he's got a season show, so it's like bam, next season he'll fix everything.
Yeah, and I hope also that maybe it ties into some of the other DC shows because DC shows is actually what they are good at. So I kind of hope it kind of has the actor from Constantine come back. I don't know if Zatanna's been on any of the shows, but if she has, bring her back.
If they do, it'll be part of the what is it?
Arrowverse.
The one that was on DC Universe, the app. It'll probably be part of that universe.
I don't even know why they have so many universes. But Crisis on Infinite Earth, didn't it merge all of them?
Ooh.
I think
I don't know.
I think it did. I think
I don't remember, honestly.
today said that all the DC TV show, even the movie universe, all of them are merged now.
Are all of them merged? I thought it was just like they were just gonna kind of just erase some, get rid of some.
I gotta double check.
mean,
I gotta double check.
They did try to merge Flash with the whole Batman thing. Remember from Batman versus Superman?
Yeah, they showed the Flash, and he was like, "Oh wow, this is weird." It was our boy from last week.
Oh, he's done. He's done.
Yeah,
he's not gonna be
your
in Justice
homeboy.
League Dark.
He done it now.
Actually, he is in Justice League Dark, the real life. Like, Ben Affleck.
He's
drinking.
a Justice League member, and what he did last week was very injustice.
Right?
I can't wait till quarantine's over so we could recreate that scene. I would want to be the dancing girl.
We want to fight.
Just,
I would love to recreate that. That'd be awesome. Make it like an internet challenge, the
Find a
Flash
female
challenge
first.
or something.
oh,
Find the people first.
But yeah, I hope it's not cliffhangery. I hope Zatanna looks sexy. I kind of don't like when they bring some of the females to live action. They tone it down a lot, but some of the sexiness is part of their personality and their characteristics.
like I love Zatanna. Like Zatanna is my wife. I love the way she
Zatanna and Black Canary never translate good to live action. Black Canary. Oh my God, they messed her up in every live action I see her.
And it's so easy. It's not hard. Like I guess because
of this generation, that's why.
I know the sensibility, but she's not supposed to be like a feminist icon like Wonder Woman.
She isn't.
She's a street bar fighter. She's like rough around the edges. Fighter type of character.
Like
that too.
She's dating the Green Arrow, like for real.
And
Like
Zatanna has to be like a magician's assistant, and they're even to this day they're still like supposed to be like eye catching and appeasing to keep you
They're the eye
distracted.
candy. They're the
They're
eye
there to
candy.
distract you from seeing the mirrors and the smoke during a magic show.
The real illusion.
Exactly. So I hope they don't tone her down too much. Well, I guess we'll see.
Only
Who
time will
would you
tell.
want to play? Who would you want to play Zatanna though?
Damn, who would be a good Zatanna?
That's a tough one.
I don't know. I don't know. Somebody with like jet black hair and like kind of has like I guess a European type of look to her, but not be European. If
That
makes
and I
sense.
want the outfit. I don't care. Like y'all can be mad.
The fishnets.
That's mad.
The outfit is iconic.
I think they could
It
do the
has to be.
fishnets, but not make it see through, like non see through fishnets, and keep it like that.
But keep the little magician motif she's got.
Oh yeah,
Right.
if she's not a magician, that's gonna be whack. I bet they better not make her like emo or like Raven.
Oh
Or-
my god. Oh, why would
If
they?
she's not a magician, I'm out.
Yeah, they better not make her a wizard or a witch or something. That'd be whack.
What about the new John Constantine, man? Who would they get for the new John Constantine?
I was hoping it was the same guy from the Constantine show, but if they were to get somebody new, well, I don't know. I would be of the mind state like all the actors could be like new people, new actors, but I don't know.
Unless
Who
they
else
bring
on the
back the
team?
dude who played Swamp Thing, that'd be like the only time I'd be like, damn.
You know what? He needs a restart. Swamp Thing. So bring back. I could see them bringing back that actor just to say sorry for not really giving you a show.
Yeah,
They
they tried. They tried.
You know, they
They owe
teased
him
them with
that
a
much.
career. But who else would you want on the team in general? Because there's a lot of recurring members, and you're only going to
You
be able to
got
have like
Etch-
5.
Etrigan would be an interesting one.
Etrigan would be awesome.
Deadman is another one. That I'd
Deadman would
like,
be awesome. Deadman's story is dope. I like his backstory.
yeah. Oh my god. Or I hope we get the origin stories too, like short little origin stories on
Yeah.
everybody.
You think Dr. Fate is going to be in there?
Nah. By default, if Zatanna's there, then we're automatically gonna be like Dr. Fate's gotta be there.
I would like Dr. Fate to be there just because
I mean,
he's the
that'd be
Doctor
cool.
Strange of the DC universe.
Yeah, he's practically
Yeah.
the Doctor Strange of DC.
He's the Sorcerer Supreme of that universe, so
He is the Sorcerer Supreme. He's the best.
yeah. I hope there's no Batman. You know how they've been trying to drive Batman like into everything now?
It's either
Because
Batman. It's either Batman or
He's
Superman.
DC. He's
You gotta
DC.
have one or the other.
Because even the DC animated movies, Batman is in all the Justice League Dark movies, like front and center in all those movies.
Because they're like, it's Batman. He's
And-
dark.
Anything Justice League has to involve Batman in it
Might as well call it
automatically.
No, if
Batman
it's
League.
dark. If it's dark. Otherwise, they'll sell it with Superman
Or that too.
and or Harley Quinn now.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn. Keep Harley and Batman out of it. If it was up to me, I'd keep any Batman relations out of it.
Yeah.
It's so difficult not to because he's got the biggest rogues gallery.
Well,
I'm telling you, man.
I mean,
I'm
you
telling
could,
you.
any of his horror back. Etrigan is kind of a Batman character, right? So if you already have Etrigan, you already marked the quota of Batman mandatory characters.
Hmm.
Right?
You got a point there. You got a point there. You got a
I
point
might be
there.
wrong, but I think Etrigan first appeared in a Batman comic.
Did he?
I'm not gonna fight you on that. I'm not gonna say if you're right or wrong because I don't know
to
either.
my knowledge, but
The only person who might know is not here, sadly.
But if they did, I would say they do Etrigan. We're probably gonna see Ra's al Ghul in this because
Ooh.
he deals in the mystic arts, and there's a lot of mystical people in this
Yep.
whole DC world. So the other side of DC is gonna be really fun to watch because it's like when Marvel went into space with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
It's a whole new realm for people.
They're playing catch up.
They could
right
have
now.
What's that villain? The woman with the mask, and she has like a little kid that has a cat or whatever. I think
Woman
it's,
with a mask has a
I'm trying to
kid.
think. She's Etrigan's nemesis. She's one of his enemies.
With the little
Morgan Le Fay. Morgan Le Fay. Bring her into it. You guys don't know who Morgan Le Fay is? She has like a
Nah.
son.
I'm sorry, I don't know. Sorry, man.
You guys never watched the Justice League cartoon show, the one on Cartoon Network?
which one? Young Justice or Justice League Unlimited?
Justice League Unlimited.
I barely watched it.
Oh man,
That
you
was-
guys-
Barely.
I think I know
wasn't much of
what
a
I think I know what you're
fan
talking
of.
about because there was like a few episodes where they used magic and they were like, "What the hell?
You guys
Magic?"
you guys make me show my age, man. Like,
No, no. So I know what you're talking
We're
about.
I'm roughly the same age as you. Roughly.
I don't know if you went to school with Malcolm. I don't think that's possible.
All right then.
But Morgan Le
But I'm
Fay is a
tall
good
as you.
villain.
I'm as tall as you.
What does that have to do with age, John?
Because I know people. Because I know people who are short but they're older, and then people who are taller but they're younger. That's why.
All right, John.
It's hard to tell.
I don't know what to say to that.
You know how I think they got Abrams with this because they probably said you're gonna do Justice League, and he was like, okay, that's cool, that's superhero money, that's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Okay, they said The Shining because they were like, you've written some scary stuff.
Yeah.
This is all a ploy for
But
him
they
to be able to do his own project.
Huh?
This is just all a ploy to convince him so he can do his own project later.
No, that's why they gave him his own project. That's why they gave him his own project.
My guess is that they probably didn't want Zack Snyder anymore.
Oh, they definitely don't want Snyder. Hell no, nobody wants Snyder anymore.
He goofed up too many times. People were like, we don't want
when I heard he wasn't gonna do DC anymore, in my head I thought we're letting back Christopher Nolan. Yep, we're letting him back.
No
and then
way.
when I found out
Jump directly to Christopher Nolan when it comes down to DC stuff.
Christopher Nolan does not like comic books.
Exactly.
But he
only
made
did
good Batman movies.
He didn't make
that's
Batman
about
movies.
it.
No,
So
no.
still,
I will
wait,
fight that. He didn't make Batman movies. He made cop movies with Batman in it. He did.
Well,
He made
excuse
cop
me.
movies.
Well, Batman was in it, right?
Yeah.
The point is Batman was in it.
I get that part, but his movies don't have a comic book feel to them. I don't think he would have been good to direct other superhero movies because he doesn't.
Right. He wrote that Batman movie in his image of Batman.
He made it really realistic in a universe where superheroes can't exist. So, just so that they wouldn't force him to make cameos or references to other DC stuff.
And then right after that, he made Inception.
Yeah. Well, he made Inception in between The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, he did. And even The Dark Knight Rises, it's like he's not going back to that world.
No, he's not doing it. He already made 3. He's not gonna be stuck there. It didn't even look like he wanted to do The Dark Knight Rises either.
Maybe what's his name that wrote Avengers and Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Josh Whedon.
Josh Whedon.
He would have been good for a TV show of Justice League Dark. I would have rather him than Abrams.
That man could have wrote a TV show about anything and make it interesting.
Yeah.
He could have wrote a TV show about a Big Mac and made it the best show about a Big Mac ever.
Yeah, facts. He knows dialogue. He knows how to do dialogue really well.
He does.
Like really, really well. That's why Buffy still holds up. But
that's why Firefly still holds up.
Yeah, like I said, I think there was some better choices than Abrams. But then again, nowadays putting Abrams' name on a project kind of sells it itself.
I would say it sells it to certain people, but all the Star Wars fans are like, nah, we don't trust you.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't trust him either if I was a diehard Star Wars fan. I'm like a mild Star Wars fan, but
we don't trust you. We just not doing this.
He's gonna resurrect. Palpatine's gonna be in Justice League Dark for no reason.
Yo,
We're gonna have a Star Wars cameo.
Today, I'm still trying to figure out what happened. I can't wait till we get the doc series or something where they explain when the script changed.
I don't know. It probably changed the day that they saw that what was it called? The Last Jedi was getting bad reviews.
It was a mixed bag though. It was really a mixed bag.
I think you just can't make Star Wars fans happy. Star Wars is kind of at a religious level of like fiction.
It's all over the place right now.
No, you're absolutely right. There's like people who'll be like, "You're not a true Star Wars fan." I'm like, okay.
Yeah, people pray at the altar of Star Wars, even more than DC. I think even more than comic books. Star Wars is like the highest fictional property where people pray to it and worship it, and it's a bit much for me, but you know, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, and Disney's gonna milk that cow till there's no more.
I think.
But we're not talking. We're not talking about that. We're just hoping that J.J. Abrams does his best.
He will, I'm sure.
We know the beginning of all of these are going to be phenomenal, but his endings will be bad.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, probably.
I'm hoping he's just a producer on these and not the like showrunner or director of the episodes. That'll save it for me.
Yeah, that really would. That really would.
I think if he gets a young new director with like a vision, like have you guys ever seen what's that X-Men show that was on FX? Legion?
Legion? I saw a few episodes of it. Yeah.
I saw clips of it and it looks so.
Legion is so out there and like different than all the other X-Men properties. You wouldn't even think it has anything to do with it, but Professor Xavier shows up.
Yeah, because Legion is the son of
Professor Xavier.
Charles.
Yeah. So
That's why.
if because it had the producers from the X-Men movies too, and that kind of led me to think, oh, this is gonna be bad. The X-Men movies haven't been good in forever, and they're doing a TV show, but they picked a young new like director who had like had a vision and he had a heart for the subject material. And he really did something amazing with it. So I hope that J.J. Abrams is just a producer and not really running the whole show.
I feels that for real. I really do. All in all, we're just hoping. I'm just hoping John's on board regardless. And kind of
J.J. Abrams
right now. And Marv, you have faith in this man. I don't know why.
I have faith in J.J. Abrams. I believe in him.
All right.
I don't know.
Let's jump into the final one, guys.
Let's get in there.
So last week we ended the show kind of just shooting the shit, talking about a little tiny show called is it Darkside of the Ring? I'm gonna keep saying the Ring.
Darkside of the Ring.
You had it.
Darkside of the Ring, and it is one of those doc series that, oh my god, I never liked wrestling. I was never that kid who sat down and watched wrestling. Watching these documentaries, so informative and yet so interesting. I wish I would have watched it.
Yeah,
when I was
there's a lot of backstage politics and all that stuff that goes, what you don't see.
My favorite one so far is when they did the Brawl for All, when they explained the Brawl for All.
Brawl for All is awesome. The Brawl for All is awesome.
We talked about that with Alex Lahil
last week.
Yep.
I like the Brawl for All, and I like the New Jack one.
Shout out to Alex Lahil.
Yeah, shout out to Alex Lahil and the Ultra Hill podcast.
Woo! Shut up.
But I really could not stop laughing during the New Jack. I was laughing and I was terrified.
Honestly,
at the same time.
I was like, wow.
I never heard of this guy when he was wrestling because I never watched ECW. I was only a WWF boy. But holy crap. When he started stabbing that guy, he said he had a fake Wolverine claw hand, and one of the claws fell off, and he put it in his pocket. And he used that to stab the guy. Like holy crap, bro.
Was it Hunter Red or was it the Gypsy Bill fight?
No, the Gypsy guy, the Gypsy guy, in wrestling, you have to sell that someone's hurting you. Like when someone fake punches you. You have to sell
character, Gypsy Joe, was he was impervious to pain.
Exactly.
That's why he wasn't selling any of it.
His whole gimmick is that he's not supposed to look like he feels anything. But they didn't tell that to New Jack. So he said when he punched him in the face and the guy didn't react, he's like, oh, I'm really going to fuck you up now.
Exactly.
Yes. After he said he started beating the dude up for real. And then he's like, yeah, I started beating him up. And while the crowd was chanting the N-word, here he goes. Still.
That's what made it worse.
Every time they said it, he just got more and more angry. And
it all started.
Like he shouldn't have been a wrestler. He ain't got tough skin.
It all started with Smokey Mountain with Jim Cornette. The way he was like portrayed him, he was like, "Yo, this guy, he can sell." It was, and then when he transitioned to ECW, that's where he was in his element. He went more than extreme.
The thing
he
is,
really
Malcolm,
threw. He almost killed the dude.
Yeah.
He ain't give him a phone call.
The mass transit incident. Yeah, I remember that.
He almost killed the kid.
No. The mass transit one. He just literally scarred. He scarred the kid.
But he almost killed him.
He almost killed him with that one too. But he almost killed everybody.
And he said it. He said it in the ring
I'll kill your
for the
dad too.
crowd.
He said, "I'll kill your father too."
Yeah. Before that, he said, "I don't care if he dies."
Yeah.
Like he screamed it.
He did
And
the
then
Ivan Drago.
in the backstage area when he was leaving, he even said it himself. If the cameras are off, all bets are off. Like if they approached him, he would kill him.
Yeah, bro. No, what you said earlier, Malcolm, that he shouldn't have been a wrestler because he couldn't handle the racism. The thing is, he could handle it at first. That was the whole point, to have those redneck crowds watch him and hate him. But then when you're hearing it every night, and every time you come out it gets to you. Like, you can't just like shake that off.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, you are a performer, and if that's what you're giving off, you should know that that's what's coming towards you.
Is it at first you don't know? You don't know it's gonna be so evil and
Exactly. No one knows.
A little kid ran up to him and rubbed his hand on him and said, "I wanted to see if I would catch the blackness if I rub my hand on you." You didn't hear that part?
I think someone mentioned that.
He said he
I was
lifted
like,
his hand. He was ready to kill that little kid. He said, "My dad said, if I rub your arm, the blackness, I'll become black too." So,
and I'm looking at it like, because I'm only saying this opinion because I was listening to a podcast while I was drawing, and the dude was saying, it was like, he was kind of like, after a while, certain things just made him snap. And that's what I'm saying.
Well, the cocaine didn't help.
He was in an environment where it was like, yo, he's going to be that angry and snap like that.
Because before Vice, like this whole thing, originally I just thought this guy was just plain crazy. Like, and he kind of was, but then
crazy.
When they explained his home style and all that, I was like, okay, now that makes a lot of sense.
He was crazy though. I mean, he still was crazy.
But another thing
he did a lot
was
of
that
drugs. He did cocaine backstage before every match.
Yeah, him, and then eventually he started smoking pencil shavings thanks to his
No. He never smoked pencil shavings. His boy did.
His boy did it, and he looked at him like he was crazy.
Yeah. He said he was on the ground. He said, "They want to fuck me."
Yeah, he thought the cops were trying to rape him. His boy was bonkers too.
Muhammad Saeed.
Bro, he tased that guy.
No. Mustafa Saeed. There you go.
Bro, to
Mustafa
throw somebody from that height after tasing him and missing the landing spot of all those. If he didn't hit one of the tables, he would have been dead.
Yeah,
he would have been dead. And the New Jack didn't give a damn. He was like, "Yo, because he didn't call him."
In ECW 2000, Vic Grimes didn't know what was gonna happen. New Jack said, "Either way, you're coming down with me." So they both went. They missed almost all the tables, and then Vic Grimes landed on New Jack, and that's how he ended up blind in one eye.
That was the first one. Eye. The second one, he tased him and threw him, and the guy went down by himself.
Yeah, that was the one I was like, yo, that's kind of extra.
Oh, yeah, the second one in XPW or something like that.
Why did they let those guys wrestle again? Why did they put them together again? I would have never wrestled with him after he did that to me.
I guess they wanted a rematch.
Wait,
I forgot. What was the whole story behind the rematch? Is that because there was technically no winner the first time?
I don't know.
I forgot.
That's horrible.
No. That's why New Jack was pissed because of the injuries he sustained thanks to him.
Bro,
that's why.
Yeah,
they wanted to do it again.
Not just that, the guy got scared. He got cold feet. He's like, "Yo, I can't do this jump. I can't fall from this height."
That's what messed it up.
He's like, "I can't fall from this height."
Got mad. New Jack got mad. He was like, "Yo, he don't like people backing out."
And that's another thing about the whole backstage wrestling thing. If you're a new guy, you never tell a veteran what you want to do in the match. Never.
Especially if you're freaking 17 years old. Holy crap.
He lied about his age.
It was like both ways. New Jack felt disrespected.
Exactly.
When the gypsy dude told him, "Hey kid, watch me. You're gonna learn some stuff." He felt disrespected after that.
Yeah. But
bro.
And then
the second time I kind of give him the leeway was when he stabbed the dude like 9 times.
Hunter Red. Damn.
And then that same guy got him out of prison so they could fight again in wrestling. And he said he dipped. He said, yeah.
He said, "No, I ain't doing that."
He avoided jail because the guy said, I'll drop the charges if you agree to turn this into an angle, and then like I'm getting revenge on you, and then they never wrestled again.
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
everything in that show, it seemed like everybody just did him dirty. Like everybody does somebody dirty in wrestling.
Yeah.
Every single time.
The Brawl for All was the worst one because old boy really did they really did clown him in the bathroom, and he came out swinging, knocking.
Dude, I
Wait,
think the
Bart
Bart
Gunner
Gunn
was it?
story is like the most beautiful thing, to be the underdog and nobody thinks you could win. Everybody's like, oh, he's not gonna win that. He was like, I'm gonna go knock out Dr. Death, and they were like, yeah, all right.
And then bam! I know. I saw that.
And
Godfather,
then he won the whole thing.
He
But
won
then-
the whole thing.
Then he
Oh,
goes,
yeah.
man, hey, you want to do it again? And he called a professional boxer.
Yeah,
Yep,
they even put him in boxing school so he could learn how to box for real. And I think that was his downfall. He should have just kept swinging on some wild man stuff, you know.
Yo, and then
Yeah,
at
even
WrestleMania,
Butterball said the same thing.
yo, at WrestleMania, he Butterbean knocked them out like in seconds. I was like, damn.
He said that.
I love that story.
Yo, he
And
got
the
dropped like a
Canadian-
philosophy
and then the
class.
Canadian screw job. That was another one where I was like, damn, we all some savages.
Which one? Montreal?
Montreal
Yeah,
school job.
yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. That. Honestly, I just saw another one of those docs. Also, Darkside of the Ring saying that technically that wasn't the first one. That happened like
Oh, no, it
years
wasn't.
ago.
It was the second one. But what I will say about
But-
the second one is that Bret Hart knew, so I kind of don't feel bad for him.
I don't know.
Bret Hart
But-
knew. If you watch the documentary, Bret Hart knew they were gonna screw him over, and he told the ref, he's like, "Yo, whatever you do, don't count me out. Don't pin to 3." And he begged the ref not to play him. He said, "You got my back, right?" And the ref said, "Yeah, it was Earl Hebner."
Yeah.
He
Mhm.
begged.
Yo, he said the ref
Because
said
he
when he
always
counted
picked
him,
as a ref.
he counted him. He said, I started my car and left.
Yeah, I don't blame
Yeah.
him.
That's what happened. He had
I
a
don't
car
blame him.
waiting. As soon as the bell rang, he got the hell out of there.
But my whole thing is, if you knew they were gonna screw you over, if you already knew, then why are you really complaining about it? Like years later down the line.
No, I don't
Look,
think he knew about it. I
he
don't
did
think he
know.
knew about that.
Watch it
Here's the
again.
thing.
Watch it again. He
What-
knows.
What I liked about it most about that one is that the Undertaker saw the whole thing go down. He's like, he waited for Vince. Like he went to go to Vince's office and just like,
Well,
Take down the
Undertaker.
He told Vince McMahon, you're going to have to take this one for the team.
he said because Taker, yo, anything
Hold
Taker is the
on.
leader of the locker room.
Yeah,
He's the
Taker.
lead.
Taker is the law of reason, or the what's the
The
term
ju-
for
he's
it?
practically the Punisher of the locker room.
He's the judge, jury, and executioner back there. So what he says goes in the locker room. And
Has to agree.
it's pretty much. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I really do feel like Bret Hart knew they were gonna screw him over, and he shouldn't really been upset about it, because no matter what, win or lose, he was gonna leave to WCW anyway. So he wanted
Yes,
to
he
leave.
knew that.
But
he
yeah,
wanted
but
to
the
leave
problem
with the
is,
belt.
in his eyes, he didn't want to lose in
To
Canada.
Shawn Michaels. He didn't want to lose in Canada, and he didn't want to lose to Shawn Michaels because he didn't like him.
Yes,
He didn't
because
wanna- yeah, that
there
was,
was
a
a
bad
whole
hit. He didn't want to lose to
real
Shawn
life
Michaels.
beef between those two. Yeah.
But to me, it sounds kind of selfish. Like, you're leaving anyway, bro. You're not going to be in this company ever again. Why are you trying to, like, impose that you have to go out looking like the best hero and leave with a belt? Because then next week they just got to say, hey, he gave up the title, and they're just going to put it on Shawn Michaels anyway.
And because I saw it earlier today, I don't think anyone mentioned in that episode saying that technically it was Triple H's idea at that night, or it was like on the Monday Night Raw before Survivor Series, saying if he won't do business, we'll do business for him.
I don't know.
That was technically his.
I don't know if Triple
That was
H,
his word.
I don't know if Triple H played a
Because-
part in it. Triple H
Well,
was a nobody still back then.
Well,
It was that
DX was a thing during that time, so
DX was already
technically.
around during the Montreal Screwjob?
yeah.
You
Well,
sure?
way before. It started like in near the end of '96, and then eventually it started
But
catching
I
on.
think DX came out like 1998. Hold on. I don't
No,
think DX was a
DX
thing
started.
yet.
DX started like around '97. I know my wrestling. I know my
He
wrestling.
said, I know my wrestling.
D Generation S came out in 1997, August 1997. The Montreal
That
Screw Job. Let me see.
November 97.
Oh wow.
November 9th, 1997.
Okay, but November is after August, so DX wasn't a thing yet.
Wait. You said it started in August 97.
Whoa, the D-Generation X started in August. When did you say that the screw job was? It sounds like
November.
we're talking about something crazy right now too. All right, so DX is a couple months in. You're right.
That's what I'm saying. That's why.
It's like I'm right.
I'm telling you because I know this. I've read documentaries and I've seen them.
Okay,
I know.
So
They didn't mention that in Vice.
Right, Marv? He's got a Sega Saturn with a Sega CD.
No, see, tell me about it. And Malcolm still uses cheat codes to win in FIFA.
I don't know. Give or take, it doesn't even matter. It really didn't even have any impact to me, considering the guy was gonna leave anyway.
I don't know.
It's like you're gonna quit your job, but you want to quit and also look like the biggest dog, and you know, so you can go to this next company. And you know what WCW did to Bret Hart?
They lowered him.
They did nothing. They did nothing with his character. Nothing. He never did nothing special in that company.
Well,
He was just there. It was like after
Yes,
what?
but I
He was
mean,
he was the guy who got rid of kayfabe. I mean, whatever. I said it right, I think. But
Yes,
yeah,
kayfabe,
he pulled the mask. He was like the Wizard of Oz. He came from behind. It was like, please don't look at the dude behind the curtain.
he had some success. It wasn't big success, but it was some. I mean, he joined
If he
in
wasn't-
NWO. He
if
won
he
a
wasn't
title,
petty-
but
he
then
wasn't petty.
Goldberg is the one that retired him.
He wasn't.
And
He
that
wasn't
kind-
what he was in WWF. He wasn't. He wasn't the top man. In WWF, he was supposed to be Mr. WrestleMania of the '90s. He was supposed to be the Hulk Hogan of the '90s.
And then that went to Shawn Michaels.
Exactly.
Well, Shawn Michaels became his own person.
Exactly.
Because of the whole backstage politics, and Shawn Michaels always found a... Because first, it was Hogan.
We
Then
going,
it was...
We're going too deep. We're losing Malcolm. Malcolm can't talk the wrestling for this long.
word, I really can't, because I was about to go on the whole, like, yeah, forget all that. Like, everybody had their own say in that little story.
Okay.
Yeah.
To end things off, I think the season finale of Darkside of the Ring is going to be the Owen Hart story. And I think that's going to be the one that's going to put things over the edge. Like, holy crap, when people see this.
Wait,
Yeah,
who?
Owen Hart.
So Bret Hart had a brother in WWF also. And after Bret Hart left, his brother stayed, but his brother really didn't know what to do with him because he didn't like being edgy, and that's around the time the Attitude Era. Everybody was being edgelords and like being
Everything was there was porn stars,
Yeah,
there was reckless people.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, I love how they explained why that was happening. That was the funniest thing.
Jerry
That
Springer.
dude, those two old people hating each other is the best part of the show.
Jerry Springer is what inspired them to go off the edge with like, and WCW. WCW was already getting kind of dark. But,
Yeah, because Eric Bischoff explained that he's like he wanted to use people's real names and their real stories and all that. That's why
he got edgy.
They want-
But long story short, Owen Hart, Bret Hart's brother, died at a pay-per-view on a
making an entrance.
on a high wire act. They were like he was a superhero gimmick and he fell. I don't want to ruin it for you because you'll probably end up watching it, but it's like probably the saddest thing that happened in all of wrestling.
It was depressing as hell.
Yeah, it happened live in front of a live audience crowd.
Yep.
I did it. I heard about that. I was a little when I heard about it. I was like, why is everybody feeling sad about
I was in
this?
4th grade. I remember exactly where I was at. I was in 4th grade, and the next
I
day
was only 5.
on the playground, they were talking about it. But I think with this and with the controversy of today, where Vince fired like 20 wrestlers and a whole bunch of people backstage.
Yep.
I think the coronavirus, which I know you don't want to talk about, but I'm leading to sign the epidemic and Darkside of the Ring is going to lead to a new era of wrestling, just because all this controversy and all this attention they're getting right now.
I mean, not only that, there was John Oliver's whole deep dive on it. And when I found out they didn't have health insurance, I said, nigga, what?
They don't even have a union. This is going to be a revolution in
wrestlers
wrestling.
don't have unions.
This is gonna be a new era in wrestling soon, where it's not gonna be the Wild West no more. Where it's gonna be like strict, like things going
Rules.
on more than when the steroids thing happened.
Oh yeah, I remember
think it's
that.
also gonna lead to them
Everyone went
getting more
ballistic.
viewers.
It's going to be even bigger than that.
I think it's also gonna lead to them having a bigger audience again, because there's so much attention on them right now, such a big spotlight with everything going on.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't a wrestling fan my whole life. Now out of nowhere, I'm really invested in like what happened throughout the years and the decades. Each time I find something new about wrestling back in the day, I get more intrigued about it, and I'm like, what? I missed all of this.
Yeah, yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah, a lot of stuff went down.
I didn't know about Jimmy Snuka until
To
yesterday.
be
I saw
caught
the
up
Jimmy
in
Snuka
it,
episode.
yeah, I caught up in it.
Yeah.
But
No.
I think there's gonna be
Did
some
you
new
happen-
fans.
Malcolm, did you check out Behind the Titantron on YouTube? Were you able to find it?
No, I got caught up in something else.
It's kind of the same kind of show, but it doesn't have the interviews from people that were there.
Yes.
But it's
yeah.
the same kind of show.
But it's really good. I liked it.
The
That's what
production
got
is
me
not as
into
high
documentaries and all
as
that.
Darkside of the Ring, but it's still pretty good watch if you ever have the time.
I think it's just because Vice is one of the people who do that show. Vice is one of those channels that just they have the best investigators.
Yeah, they got like
They
eight
cut
look.
any corners. They're just like, look, we're gonna do it like this, and that's how we're gonna do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And that's why I really like Vice. Vice is one of those really good channels
They
that
have,
really
have the Action
really
Bronson
do
show,
their research.
right?
And the recent episode about Jimmy Snuka, that was interesting.
Oh my God, he killed his wife. He did. He knows he did.
No, I think he doesn't know. I think he
It's
lied
a
for
back
so
and forth on
long.
that one.
I think he lied for so long, and he was doing so much drugs and taking so many hits to the head that he probably forgot he even killed her. He didn't even know there was somebody in the back seat. He forgot there was somebody in the back seat.
And then years later, they charged him, and then they found out he was mentally incapable of going to trial. So they couldn't go farther than
He died.
than that.
He died anyway, man. I mean, it sucks for his
Sadly.
wife, but
Yeah, sadly. But,
Yeah. But hey, we made it another week, guys.
yo,
We
I
did
can't wait for next week's episode of Darkside of the Ring. Can't wait for that.
did they
For
announce
sure.
what it's gonna
Bravo.
be?
Take it away, John.
If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to us here on It's Friday Super Podcast. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and on Instagram
It's Friday Super Dog.
on It's Friday Super.
Before we go, did they say what the next episode is gonna be on of Darkside?
Yep.
No,
Dino Bravo.
Who?
Dino Bravo.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Dino Bravo. Yep. Wrestler from the 80s.
All right, guys. It's
All
been
right.
Friday
Great stuff. Thanks
It's been Friday on a Thursday.
on a Monday.
Nos fuimos.